Hello my lovelies, and welcome back to Allotment of the Dead. So today I've come down just to see that everything's all right after that little bit of snow we had yesterday, and it was only for a really short period of time. So it's kind of snowed from early morning yesterday morning till about, I don't know, 11, half 11, and then it started to kind of rain and dissipate. That being said, the freezing cold weather has been absolutely horrible in terms of actually not helping the plants to survive. So I thought I'd come down just to have a look, and I think all of my fears, unfortunately, have come to fruition. So we'll have a walk up to the polytunnel where I've already set up a couple of these floodlights. Absolutely fantastic floodlights from Amazon, really cheap, quite small little things as well, so they're quite portable. But let's show you kind of what's going on inside this polytunnel. Let me switch around. Okay, so you'd expect the chard and the beetroot and everything to be fine, and it is to an extent, no problem at all with that. The narangilla is holding on there. I know it's the actual cold weather has got to this as well, freezing cold, and the chilies are now looking how I was expecting them to look on the 5th of November. We're up to the 20th now, so part way through the month, and I think now I'm probably going to have to clear the polytunnels because I don't think these plants will survive much longer. My hopes of overwintering, we've got the Cherapita here. There is a chance it looks okay at the moment. Too many more days of kind of -2, which it has been. I'm not sure it's going to hold much hope. And the ricotta pepper over here, again, I've still got some fruit on there, and I could probably take them. They will ripen off the plant, albeit they probably won't be the same level of I would say taste that you'd get from something ripening on the plant. But you can tell the cold weather has got to the leaves, and this kind of leaf drop and wilting is definitely something that's probably going to happen throughout the entire lot of these chilies. I probably should have cut these back right at the start, but that being said, I am going to harvest what I can off the ricotta plant here. I'm going to wrap it up with fleece and see where we go. The other plants in here, we've got some of the pelargoniums. So again, that cold weather's got to those as well. But there is life. I think these are kind of geranium family. Geraniums notoriously difficult to kill sometimes. So hopefully I'll chop these back. I'll leave them in the hanging baskets, and hopefully they'll grow back. I'll just cut off the dead bits, and we'll see where we go from there. And again, the pelargonium in the corner here, there's plenty of green on it still, even though there's plenty of that, unfortunately, dark frostbite kind of leafage. Right, this is the thing I was wanting to try and survive, and unfortunately, again, I've just missed that couple of days where I could have got down and wrapped this up. That being said, I'm still going to try and wrap it up. I've got some fleece over there. I'm going to wrap this up as much as I can in fleece, and I'll unravel it again in the spring when it warms up a bit, and then just see if I've got anything surviving. But as I say, the temperature in here has been absolutely horrible. Okay, that's Fahrenheit. Let's swap that over. There we go, -0.5 even now. So most of the snow's melted, but yeah, we've got this kind of horror. And it's the same in the other polytunnel as well. I was kind of expecting it. It's a shame, really. But you can see, even with You see these lovely floodlights. There's a lot you can do at night with a couple of floodlights. So what I'll do is I'll put you down now. I'll wrap up this plant with some fleece, and I'll kind of show you what it looks like afterwards. Hopefully we'll hopefully help this one to survive. We'll see. Okay, we're past Halloween now, but I've created a Tamarilo Ghost there. So I've wrapped this up. I've double wrapped it with fleece in the hope that it will keep some of the frost off the stems of that plant. The leaves are done for. They are dead as a doornail. I'm hoping that the frost won't nip the actual stems of the Tamarillo, and hopefully I can try and get it to survive for another season. But yeah, I might be a bit late here. It might be, in effect, locking the stable door after the horse has bolted. Yeah, this other Narangilla as well. Again, you can see the frost on the leaves there. That little kind of icy like consistency. These absolutely gorgeous little flowers on it though. Kind of almost look like little fluffy things, almost like they're crocheted rather than actual real life living kind of flowers. Too late in the season to actually get any fruit off these, but again, I'm going to leave them and just see if I can actually get them into next year. We'll see. That being said, they grew to this size in one season, so there's a good chance if I start them a bit earlier I can actually get some fruit off these. But they've dropped the leaves, same as everything else, and you can see their leaf drop on the chilies now is absolutely rife. Okay, so there is the Ghost. Right. So yeah, I'm probably not holding much hope out for this for these plants, but we'll see. I'm going to wrap up the Ajijarapita as well, just see if I can actually get that. See if I can get that through to another season. You never know; these things might happen. My breath is just really kind of steamy now. It's definitely 0 degrees at the minute, and I don't think it's going to get any warmer over the next few days either. So we'll have to try and see what happens over these coming days. I have harvested almost most of the chilies from in here, some of which I'm going to put straight in the freezer, some I'm going to put into bags to dry out, and then we can get some nice, really super hot chili powders. And the rest I might make another couple of ferments, just to again make some really, really good chili sauces. Some of the previous ones I've made over the last few weeks have been absolutely fantastic. I've got a pineapple and lemon drop chili sauce still to make. The ferment is pretty much ready now, so I can actually get that one made. And then hopefully I've got some red peppers that I can actually make, or some red chilies that I can make harissa paste. So I'm going to try and do that as well. But yeah, it's kind of into the end of the season now for these chilies, and I was kind of not expecting them to have even lasted this long. I'm well surprised they got past 5th of November, really, even though it's the mildest it's been for probably about 5 years. But yeah, this Arctic blast that came in, I just didn't get time to come down after work and wrap these up at the time. So as I say, I've probably going to pay for that, really, because I did really want to try and overwinter these, and I know overwintering chilies is not always the best of things, but we'll see what happens. Right, so that is my Tamarillo all wrapped up, hopefully for the next few months. We'll see what happens. You never know. I've never tried this before. I've never got fruit off it this year. I'm going to see if I can get an actual tree tomato in full glory next year with some really decent fruit on it. We'll see how it goes. Right, that's me for today. So all the best, guys. Take care. Bye bye.